Jeans are one of the most profitable categories as a reseller because they can retail for hundreds of dollars and they're a closet staple for most people. Many folks are willing to pay up for them. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 15 of the best denim brands that you should know about as a reseller so that you can be on the lookout for them next time you're in the thrift store. Hi everyone, my name's Laura. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am a full-time reseller. I resell on platforms including Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Tradesy. And in today's video, like I mentioned in the intro, I'm going to be going through 15 of my favorite denim brands to resell on platforms such as Poshmark. Now, when I was going through this video and conducting this research, I was using Poshmark as my guide. So while this video is specifically targeted at selling on Poshmark, I do think that these brands are pretty consistent across the board on different platforms, but I did just want to mention that I conducted the research on Poshmark. Out of the 15 brands on my list, I have personally sold 9 of these brands. However, the other 6 I chose based on Poshmark research, just industry knowledge. And what I did to compile this list was I went onto Poshmark, I went into the recently sold category, I typed in jeans, and I filtered by over $50, and I scrolled through and I saw which brands were coming up time and time again, some of which I had never heard of, some of which I have heard of, but I just have never found myself. And I compiled the list that way. So this list is research backed. This is not just random brands that I've, come across or heard of. This is based on my personal experience and research that I've done on Poshmark. Now, before we get into the specific brands, I want to cover styles first, because even within all of these brands, I could say it for each and every one of them, but I think it's better to just cover it as a blanket statement. Style is going to be equally or potentially more important than brand in a lot of cases. Now, brand still will definitely matter, especially when it comes to jeans, because as I mentioned earlier, jeans are an investment piece for a lot of people. A lot of people wear their jeans for many, many seasons, and so they want them to last. They want to invest in high quality jeans. And that's why they are a great category as a reseller to be knowledgeable about. But that being said, certain styles are definitely trendier, and I want to just go over what is trendy right now in terms of jeans. What styles should you be looking for before we even get to brand? So of course right now, the big thing is like the boyfriend fit, the mom jeans, straight leg jeans, looser fit, baggier fit, not skinny jeans, basically. Skinny jeans were in for a long, long time, but they're not in right now. In addition to that style, there are certain details in jeans that people are also looking for, and that can include embroidery. I think embroidery is getting pretty popular too, like patchwork even, that kind of stuff is really trendy. Fading, I think jeans that have a more faded look are trendier than jeans that are maybe like a darker wash. I think lighter wash denim tends to be doing better right now. Distressing, a lot of distressing is really popular right now, kind of like overly distressed jeans. And also flare jeans, flare leg jeans, like that 70s style look is also really in right now too. And the last thing is that high-waisted jeans are still very much in. I personally do not pick up low-rise jeans with the exception of dojo jeans from 7 for All Mankind, which we will talk about in this video. But for the most part, it's high-rise, high-rise, high-rise. So those are the styles. Instead of talking about the specific styles for each brand, I figured it would make sense to just go over it as a whole, because those are the styles that all of these brands are producing right now. Those are the newer styles that you should be looking out for as a reseller in the thrift store. Okay, so let's just get right into the list. The first brand that I want to talk about is Redone. And I actually have sold 1 pair of Redone jeans before. And Redone is a brand that works with Levi's, and basically they repurpose old Levi's jeans into new creations. So it's all about upcycling, recycling, sustainability, which I love that mission. And I also recently found out that Redone doesn't just do denim, they also have a collab with Hanes now where they do upcycled like cotton t-shirts. And I also was on their website earlier and I found out that they have this program called Resell. And if you have a pair of Redone jeans, you can send them back to Redone and they'll give you 80% of the value of that jeans as store credit, and then the other 20% value they'll donate. So it's a really cool initiative, kind of goes along with their sustainability approach. They're just a really cool brand. Like I mentioned, I have sold Redone once before, and it was a pair of jeans that I actually got in a liquidation box. They had a lot of stains on them, like grass stains, I wanna say, and so they were really hard to get out, and they still sold for $50. Of course, I disclosed the stains, I took pictures of them, but the jeans still sold for $50. So even in not great condition, Redone can still do really well. So I would recommend picking it up pretty much whenever you see it. That might be one of the only brands that I would say that about. The next brand is Madewell. Of course, probably everyone who's watching this video has heard of Madewell, sold Madewell. I wanted to include it on this list because I think it is probably one of the easiest brands to find in the thrift store. I can find Madewell pretty consistently every time I go to the thrift store. Not every time, but a lot of times I can find at least one pair of Madewell jeans. I've sold Madewell probably more than any of these other brands on this list. And depending on the style, of course, and the condition, they can do really well. I would say they're a really consistent seller, and they sell across all different platforms. I've sold Madewell on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Tradesy. So it's a great brand in terms of consistency. Newer styles do better, and the good thing about Madewell is that you can actually check the style tag, you can find the style code, and you can really easily check comps on that specific style and see how it's performing. The older styles, like the skinny jeans, do not do well. I had a pair of those sitting in my closet for over a year until they finally sold for $20, so I would not recommend picking those up. But like the perfect vintage jeans, the 10-inch high-rise jeans, the Cali Demi boot cut does well. So you just have to be careful when it comes to style and condition. The next brand is Frame Denim. Now, Frame Denim is an LA-based brand, which a lot of these are. I did research about all of the brands to just tell you a little bit about them. A lot of these are based in LA. Frame was actually founded in 2012, and I thought this story was really cool. Frame was founded by two guys that were not fashion designers at all. They were both in marketing and advertising, and their whole thing about Frame was just branding it the right way. They got Frame onto some Victoria's Secret models, and it just took off from there. Frame is sold everywhere, like Nordstrom, Shopbop, Revolve, any kind of major department store probably carries Frame Denim. And depending on the style, I think Frame can really sell anywhere from $30, $35 to over $100, depending on how new the style is. If it's brand new with tags, of course, it's gonna sell for more. But I have personal experience selling Frame consistently in the $45 or $50 range. So I would say that's pretty much the sweet spot for Frame, which is for me a great profit margin, so I like picking it up when I find it. Another brand that I love selling is Citizens of Humanity. Now, I would definitely say a huge caveat with this brand. With every brand, you want to check comps, but this brand has been around for a little while, so there are a lot of older styles in the thrift store that I tend to avoid. I always want to be picking up the newer styles, but the newer styles can do really well. Citizens of Humanity is another LA-based brand. It's a premium denim brand, and on their website they describe themselves as a denim brand that exudes a sophisticated ease. They're another brand that's sold everywhere, like Frame. You can get it at Shopbop, Revolve, Nordstrom. Specific styles that I noticed do particularly well is the Chrissy Uber High Rise. I have sold a pair of those for I think $45, and they sold pretty fast. The Rocket jeans, which I have sold that have done well. I have another pair listed in my closet now. And then they also have the Emerson cut jeans seem to do well. So with Citizens of Humanity, they always have the style name printed inside of the jeans. So you can definitely look it up before you buy it and make sure that that style is performing well. The next brand I'm really excited about, it is Good American. And you've probably heard of Good American. It's Khloe Kardashian's denim brand. But what I love about Good American is that they are really focused on like the fit of jeans, and they're really focused on having jeans that fit curvy bodies well, jeans that fit and feel good. They're definitely more of a stretch denim brand, so it can definitely have that puckering. But Good American jeans are really, really popular, and I think they resell pretty quickly if you can find them. The other thing that I love about Good American is that they're really focused on inclusivity, and I think they have everything from 00 to size 24, so they really want to have a wide range of sizes. And on their website, they have the jeans modeled on different size women so that you can see which woman looks closer to your body type. How are the jeans going to look on you instead of every pair of jeans being modeled on a size 2 woman. So I love that. I love brands that focus on inclusivity. Another tried and true brand is Rag & Bone. Rag & Bone has been around for a little while. It was actually founded in 2002. This is a New York brand, so we're heading to the East Coast, which is where I live. So I'm glad to see the East Coast representing on here somehow. Rag & Bone is described as urban inspired. It's like the edginess of New York City, modern New York aesthetic, but they want it to be wearable and, you know, something that you can wear for a long time, not necessarily trendy. So I would say when I think about Rag & Bone, I think about like those closet staples that you can have for a long, long time. It's not going to be like this super trendy pair of jeans. It's going to be a pair of jeans that you'll have for years and years and years, and they're never going to go out of style. Rag & Bone is sold, you know, at all of those like department stores. So I would say with Rag & Bone, it's a pretty consistent seller. It's sort of like Madewell where it's pretty consistent. Most styles seem to perform well. I think Rag & Bone jeans will consistently sell in the $50 range. I've sold Rag & Bone before. Okay, the next brand is one that is a huge BOLO for me and I've never found it, and it's a brand that I'm dying to find. The day that I find it, I'm going to be so excited. I'll probably post about it on Instagram, so follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. But it's Girlfriend Denim, and Girlfriend Denim just like exploded in the last few years. I don't know when it was officially founded, but I want to say it's a Revolve brand. I don't know if it started on Revolve. I'm actually not 100% sure, but it is definitely sold on Revolve. It is LA based once again. Girlfriend Denim is vintage inspired, but with modern tailoring. Most styles within Girlfriend seem to do well based on my research. They all kind of seem to perform pretty well, but I would say especially the Carolina high rise, those tend to outperform other styles. So if you can find that specific style, great. But if you can find really any style within Girlfriend, I would say it's probably worth picking up. Of course, with checking comps. I don't need to keep saying that, but always check. And I would say Girlfriend can really sell anywhere from $50 to $100+ if you can get it new with tags. I think there's a lot of opportunity there to make a huge profit. Mother Denim is next, and I have actually sold Mother, but not jeans. I've sold Mother corduroys, and I wouldn't recommend picking up Mother corduroys. They took forever to sell. I think they sold for like $24 on Mercari. So I didn't lose money, but I didn't make a great profit. But if you can find Mother Denim, and specifically in these trendier styles, then it's definitely worth picking up. Mother is another brand that was founded in LA back in 2010, and they are known for kind of more of like that 70s aesthetic, kind of more retro styles, I would say. So definitely a good brand to know. It's another premium denim brand, which means that most of their styles are like 100% cotton. They're more rigid denim. Those tend to last longer than like stretch denim. Another brand that is on my BOLO list, my personal BOLO list, but that I have not yet found yet, is One Teaspoon. Now that is an Australia-based brand, and fun fact about me, I studied abroad in Sydney, Australia in college, and I love it there. So the fact that this is an Australian brand just makes me love it even more. But what I love about One Teaspoon is that it's just really edgy. Compared to a lot of these other styles that are more like femme, I would say, this brand is really edgy. It's known for like rock and roll, sexy, empowering, like that rebellious spirit. So I love that style. It's not my style personally, if you can tell. That's just not me, but I do love that style, and I feel like people who can pull that off are just so cool. So definitely a brand that I would love to sell in my closet. One Teaspoon, when I was checking comps, seemed to be sort of a range. A lot of it is in the $30 range, but it can go up to like $75 if you can find a really desirable style. This next brand I love. I have never found it before, but it's definitely one on my list, and it's actually an Anthropologie brand. I don't think it's like an in-house Anthropologie brand. I believe it's sold at other places as well, but they do sell it at Anthropologie, and it's called Driftwood, and it's just, they just have such beautiful styles. So it's bohemian, free spirit, meets sophistication. They have a lot of like floral embroidery on their clothing, a lot of really like intricate, detailed embroidered designs, colorful styles with some tribal influence thrown in as well. So it's just a really cool, delicate, pretty brand, and the comps look amazing. I really wasn't seeing anything less than like $45 all the way up to like $85 depending on the style. So it seems to be a brand that is performing really well right now. And like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, embroidery is definitely in on denim. If you can find a pair of Driftwood denim jeans, I definitely think it's worth grabbing. Another brand you've probably heard of, I have also heard of, but I have never found yet, is a Gold or a Goldie. It might be a Goldie. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. But a Gold or a Goldie is sold on Revolve and a lot of other places as well, Shop Bop, Aritzia, those kinds of places. A Gold is all about practicality with their jeans, meeting a fashionable design. They're vintage inspired like a lot of these other brands. And sustainability is a big focus, which I also really appreciate with any denim brand. You know, as resellers, we're kind of fighting fast fashion. So if brands are thinking about sustainability from the front end, that's always good. A Gold seems to do really well just across the board. Looser fitting styles do better than skinny jeans, but that's also pretty much across the board and really can sell anywhere from $60 to $130. So definitely one to look out for. I have not yet found it, but I'm always looking. Okay, I mentioned these in the beginning of the video, but Seven for All Mankind. The history of Seven for All Mankind is really interesting to me. It was founded in 2000 in LA, another LA brand. But Seven for All Mankind really transformed jeans because for a while jeans were seen as like the worker's pant. They were seen as a practical clothing item, but not necessarily something fashionable. And Seven for All Mankind took jeans and made them into something trendy and fashionable. Seven for All Mankind jeans were on all kinds of celebrities. They were like the low-rise jeans with the bell flare, super popular in the 2000s. It was like if you had a pair of Sevens in your closet. Seven for All Mankind is just like an iconic brand, a brand that's been around for a while, and they're really well known. People love their jeans, especially the dojos. But with all of that being said, some styles definitely don't do well. And it's really important to be more picky because I find Seven for All Mankind all the time in the thrift store, and I'm very selective about which styles I pick up. It's not just the dojos that do well. Other styles do well too, but you have to just check. You have to really check. But they always have in the inside of the pocket, they always have the style name. So look it up, see how that style performs, and decide if you want to get it. The next brand is one that everyone knows. It's Levi's. Levi's is another iconic American brand. It's all American. It was founded in 1852 by Levi Strauss, who was an immigrant from Bavaria. And it's just an iconic brand. It's the epitome of all American, founded by an immigrant. Like, it's been worn by workers, by blue collar workers for years and years and years. And they're now coming back in style as being really trendy on pretty much everyone. Certain styles can do really well. So I think like 90s fashion, when I think about what Levi's styles do well. So some of the styles that I have seen perform well are the wedgie fit, the 501, the 550, anything that's like vintage looking, you know, that looser fit construction. There's another specific type of Levi's called the white oak cone denim. And that specific type of denim, wherever that denim was like sourced from, that specific type of denim does better. It's worth more. So if you can find that can go for, you know, upwards of $50 or $60. The rib cage straight leg also does well. So again, like all of these types of fits that I was talking about earlier, you want to look for within Levi's. Style is super, super important with Levi's because there's so many pairs of Levi's jeans in thrift stores. You definitely don't want to pick all of them up. All right, the next brand is a new one to me. I hadn't heard of it until I was doing this research, but I'm definitely going to look for it now. It's called Revice. It's a really cool brand. I was looking into it. And their whole thing is that they're a premium denim brand, but at an affordable price. Their jeans all retail for under $100. I was looking at their website. Most of them are like $95, but then they'll be on sale for like $70. So they're all about cool, sexy, all-American style. One style that they're really known for is this style that has a star like seamed onto the butt and their flare leg. I'll put pictures so you can see. That particular style seems to perform the best, but some of the other styles did well too. And the resale value seems to be between $30 and $60 depending on the style and condition. So definitely a good one to know about. I hadn't heard of it, so now I'm probably gonna look out for it again because it is a premium denim brand. My cat just came to say hi, so I don't think that you've met him yet. This is Tigger. He goes by Tiggy. Hey, buddy. So maybe he'll hang out with us for a minute. And our last brand on my list is, oh, he's gonna go. Our last brand on my list is Legence. I'm not gonna try and say it. I think that's right, Legence. It is a California-based brand once again, but with a French attitude. Their website says that they embody the emergence of Los Angeles effortlessness with the understated Parisian influence. So it's like French meets LA. They were founded in 2008, LA-based brand. They're sold on all of the same places that we've been talking about, Revolve, Intermix, Neiman Marcus. Different styles seem to do really well. Trendier styles seem to do better. Some of the styles that I noticed performing particularly well were the Margot skinny jeans, which are, you know, skinny jeans, not necessarily the most on-trend thing right now, but the Margot skinny jeans seem to perform consistently well for like $50. And then the Highline high-rise distressed jeans will sell anywhere from $60 to $100. So those two particular styles jumped out at me, but I would say it's definitely worth checking comps on the brand as a whole. They seem to perform pretty well across the board. Those are all the brands that I wanted to talk about today. I hope that this was helpful. It was really fun doing this research. So if you want to see more BOLO brands lists, then leave a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up so that I know to keep doing these kinds of videos. I like conducting this sort of research and learning about new brands for myself, but also to share with all of you. Before I conclude today's video, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers. I hit that goal the other day and I was just so excited. I can't believe it in a lot of ways because it felt like such a far off goal when I made it. So if you have any suggestions or any types of videos that you want me to record, leave a comment down below. I have had some suggestions that I've added to my spreadsheet of video ideas, so definitely let me know if there's anything specific that you want to see from me. I'm going to be continuing putting out a new video every Wednesday, so stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already so that you won't miss any. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.